Hello, everybody. Come on in. Go to the kitchen. Get yourself something to drink. Get yourself something to eat. Come on in. Have a seat. If you don't want to sit at the table, go on into the living room. Put your feet up. Sit back. Chill out. I have. This is probably one. This is probably one of the smallest yarn hauls I think I've ever done, because it was just for so have a nephew that's in the Navy, and I was talking to him the other day, and he's like, I'd really like you to make me a blanket. Okay, what colors? Black and gray. So I love these. These are so awesome. They're so sharp. And these don't have the spring or anything in it. It's all one piece. So you don't have to worry about that spring breaking. I really like these. So anyhow, and he's like, well, I kind of want a soft yarn. Okay. So I'm trying to think. With him being in the service, he's going to need something that is wash and dryable. So it's going to have to be acrylic. Something that he don't have to really spot clean. He don't have to think about. He can just throw it in the wash if he needs to. So it's like, okay, I might get a little bit of flack, but that's okay. So I chose to go with Big Twist. The Big Twist value pound. And so the Big Twist is just your basic acrylic. It is soft. It's almost just taking a quick gander here. It's a 4-weight yarn. It's 1,093 yards, 17.6 ounces, 1,000 meters, 500 grams. And it's just 100% acrylic. But this reminds me of Premier yarn. It's got that same softness to it. And I like Big Twist. So he wanted black and gray. So here's one color. And of course, here's the black. So here's the black. And I got a different gray. So his blanket will consist of these 3 colors. These 3 colors right here. So this gray is called medium gray. This one is called light gray. And of course we have black. And I was thinking, okay, a black and gray blanket. And I'm thinking, How can I incorporate those three colors in a blanket for a guy in the military? And I thought about this. The tumbling blocks. So one color, and one color. So I think it would look sharp. So that might be the blanket that I do. More than likely, it's probably the blanket I will do. And sorry, I'm thirsty. So it's the blanket that I probably will make him using those three colors. I think it's going to look really sharp. And he's doing, what does he do in the Navy? Something that, what does he do? I think he does computerized missiles or something. I don't really know. When it comes to his, what he does in the military, I try and stay out of it. I don't want to know. The only thing I want to know is that you're okay and you're safe. That's it. Other than that, what you do is your job. So, anyhow, they had, so when I was buying the yarn, those are the only three I bought of the big twist. And it should be enough to make a blanket. If not, that's okay. I can get a couple more. But 3,000 yards, around 3,300 yards should be enough to make a blanket. But if not, I'll just pick up a couple more. But they also had their Mandela, Lion Brand Mandela on sale. Mandela, however you want to say it, okay? And I got this colorway. It's 5.3 ounces, 150 grams, 590 yards, 540 meters. It's 100% acrylic. It's a 3-weight yarn. They want you to use a 5. Yeah, they want you to use a 5 knitting needle and an 8 crochet hook for a 3-weight yarn. I would probably use a 4.5. But anyhow, that's what's on here. So this colorway is called Centaur. And it was a really good price, a really good deal. I don't exactly remember how much one of these were, but it was really inexpensive, and that's why I bought it. And let's see. So that's 4. I thought I bought 4 of each color. I thought. What colorway is this? Okay, that was Centaur. This colorway is Warlock. This colorway is Warlock. The specs are the same. And this is Warlock 2. But you can tell that they're just it's the same colorway, it's just wrapped different. That don't bother me. Now this one's called Dragon, but they only gave me no, here we go. So something's not. All my order isn't here, or something wasn't right. I have to go back and look. But this colorway is called Dragon, and I like that. But I like the colors because you've got the greens and the browns, and you've got the little blue. You have the blue in there to give it that little extra pop. Now there was somebody on my channel. I was doing a live. Come here, baby girl. That's our famous CEO. She's crying. Come here, honey. Kevin's in the office paying bills. And all right. Say hello. Say hello to our fans. Say hello. Say hello. Baby girl. Sorry, everybody. She has to have her attention too. So anyhow, there was a lady on my live, really nice lady. I don't remember who she was. But she was talking about Big Twist she could not get. And I know how that is. I cannot get the anniversary cakes from Michael's to save my soul. It tells me they're in stock online. I put stuff in my cart. I go to pay for it. It won't let me pay for it. Even I have the Michael's credit card. It don't let me use it. I use my regular credit card. It don't let me use it. So, I know how that is when you want something but can't get it. Well, come on, sweetie. Oh, there we go. All right. So, there was a colorway she could not get. Wasn't in store. She couldn't get online. So, while during the live, I looked on JoAnns, and it was available online for my area. So I ordered it. And here it is. And this is the Big Twist. 100% premium acrylic, and it's called Rave. It's a Big Twist Rave. It's 312 yards, 5.3 ounces, 285 meters, 150 grams. It's a medium 4-weight. They want you to use a size 7 crochet hook or a 9 knitting needle. And the color is Lava Lamp. It's beautiful. So anyway, I got 5. I got 5 of them. And if you are watching, and I hope you are, please email me, leave me a comment, but eventually you're going to have to email me anyway. If you still can't get this color, email me. And we'll see what we can do about getting you those. Because I think she was wanting to make a sweater or something, or she was in the process of making something and ran out. but she was needing some more. Well, I got it. And I hope, like I said, I hope she's listening, and I hope she contacts me, because I know how it is not being able to get something. But now, that's it. That's all the yarn that I bought. I'm trying my best not to buy a whole lot. So I'm still working on my blanket. I got the 15 hanks balled up. I was able to do that the other day. And this is what it looks like. These are the last 15 hanks to go in this blanket. I've not decided if I'm going to put a border on it or not. I don't think I am. I think once I get these 15 done, I'm going to call it done. And then I will embark on my next project. So I don't know if it's going to be, I don't know if I'm going to start on the blanket for my mom, or if I'm going to start on the blanket for my nephew, or Kevin's scarf. I've got 2 baby blankets that I have to get done by January. And I've not started either yet. So and work is just crazy. So we got put on 10-hour days until further notice. Plus, I have an hour drive time to work and an hour drive home. And Saturday morning, so I had to work this past Friday. That's why you guys didn't see me. I did put out a video because I wasn't going to be around Friday. And I'm going to tell you all a reason why I wasn't live on Saturday. I like to go live on Friday and Saturdays. Plus, I like to do at least one sit and crochet with me video for the weekend. So I like to do 2 lives and a regular video every weekend is what I try to do. Well, this past week, I had to work Friday night, which is called our Saturday. So if we work Friday, it's really our Saturday, because we work Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. That's our normal 5 days. But when we have to work the 6th day, it's Friday. And we had to work this past Friday. Anyhow, Saturday morning, on the way coming home, I noticed the gas station was sitting at $3.05 a gallon. And this is at the Amoco station, Amoco BP. Well, I have the Amoco BP gas card. So I get 15 cents off per gallon every time. So you take 15 cents off of that 305, it brought the gas down to $2.90. Okay. And so I wasn't going to pass that up. So I stopped, filled up. And then I'm coming home. Oh my gosh. I really didn't need gas, okay? I was sitting at 3/4 of a tank. But why I was going to get gas for $2.90, I was going to do it. I was going to fill up, right? Why not? So I filled up, which caused me to be later coming home. Well, I made it to the turnoff from the main highway. We call it's not really a highway. It's U.S. 12 in Michigan. Some say it's a highway, some say it's just a road. But anyhow, so I was on that road and I made the turnoff. Well, so the turnoff saves about 15 minutes getting home. But in doing so, you're taking back roads, which means lots of woods, lots of fields, lots of potential dangers. Well, I was scooting right along. A huge deer ran out in front of me. And I hit it so hard. It took out half of my car. The whole front end driver's side gone. Well, there was so I was kind of like slowing down. The car sounded funny because of the stuff dragging. It was just the stuff that, I kind of figured, okay, so the deer took out like the fender and it's probably rubbing the ground, or the fender was maybe rubbing on the tire or something. But none of my lights come on saying that, low tire pressure or, anything like that. It just sounded funny because of all the rubbing. So I just kept going 30, 40 miles an hour, and the rubbing, I guess, sort of eased up because it was still making noise, but it wasn't making as much noise. So I just continued on home, and people that were passing me, they kept, looking at me funny. And it's like, yeah, I just hit a deer and my car is all banged up. So when I got home, I tried to open up the driver's side door. It would hardly open. I was able to get out of it, but barely. It would not open up all the way. So anyhow, when I got looking, that's when I realized the real extent of the damage. And it was bad. I was shocked that the airbags didn't deploy. And because that stretch of road, normal speed is 55 miles an hour. And I was going 55 miles an hour. Maybe even a few miles over that. So that was shocking. And it's like I was so close to being hurt really bad. I wasn't. I'm fine. I don't have a scratch or a bruise on me. But just the extent of the damage is like, it could have been a lot worse. That deer could have come up through the windshield. It could have spun around and broke out the driver's side, the driver's side side window. But I hit that deer hard. And there was fur, there was blood everywhere inside my engine. There was nothing leaking. The radiator was bent. The driver hood, that whole side, the whole driver's side is gone. The whole thing is going to have to be replaced. So you're going to have to replace the hood. You're going to have to replace the whole front. You're going to have to replace the panel. You're going to even have to replace the light, the headlight. The headlight is gone. You're going to have to replace the driver door. And my car is 10 years old. I bought it brand new in 2014. I mean, brand new. I mean, it had like 8 miles on it. So anyway, I come in, let Kevin know what's going on. He has to go to work, and I go to bed. So I get up, and we talk for a little bit. And it's like, I got to call the insurance company. I got to call them. Don't want to, but I got to call them. Because this is extensive damage. So I call the insurance company. They take the claim, and they gave me the adjuster's name, who I would be dealing with. And so I got off the phone with them, and then I called the sheriff's department so they could come out and make a report. So the police officer he come and took a report. And he was amazed too. But he took pictures. He took pictures himself. I took pictures too. Um, I would show you guys what I'm talking about, but pictures are on my phone, and I'm using my phone to record this video, so I can't show you. Um, I can't show you the pictures now. I think Kevin took pictures. Oh, he did? I thought you were paying bills. Okay, so there it is. That's the driver's side. Whole driver's side's gone. Yep. Those are good. Try them. So that was the picture. And man, here's the other picture. So the car's pretty well gone. And I say that I've not talked to the insurance inspector yet. I'm not, this is unofficial that my car's totaled. But considering the year, the miles, the number of deer hits that I claimed over the 10 years having this vehicle, I'm pretty sure they're going to total it, because that's extensive damage. So I couldn't work today because I don't have a way back and forth to work, and I can't get a rent-a-car until tomorrow. Well, I still haven't heard from the insurance adjuster yet, which I probably won't hear anything until probably tomorrow, because the insurance lady told me it would be 24 to 48 hours before I would hear from them. And it's probably just now right around 24 hours. And with it being a Sunday, I wasn't expecting to hear from them anyway. So, looks like Russ is going to have a new car. I'm looking at an SUV a small one, similar to what I got. We get, so through work, we have a code that we enter if we buy a certain car. So I'm hoping I get a decent discount, because we're supposed to be able to get it cheaper. It's got to be brand new, but supposedly we get it cheaper. But it could be only certain brands, certain vehicles. I got to find all that out. But then I also have a GM Rewards MasterCard, I think. Might be Visa, I don't remember. But it's the GM credit card. So as you purchase, as you use it, you gain dollars towards the price of a vehicle. So I also have that I can use. So I'm hoping that I get a decent deal. And I'm hoping to get a decent interest rate. And even though interest rates are still, even for a new car, it's like between 7 and 9%. That's if you have good credit. Oh well, it is what it is. I have to have a car no matter what. I gotta have a car. But I just wanted to, and I might even later on tonight, I'm gonna post this video as soon as I'm done. But I might do a live video tonight. But I just trying to keep videos coming, because if I don't, I'll slack off. And there's no reason for me to slack off. Oh, I bet you guys want to hear about what happened at the doctor's office. I bet you do. So, I went to my appointment, and I was early. And the doctor even told me I was early. The receptionist told me I was early. It's like, yeah, I come right from work. And the restaurant wasn't open. because usually I go to breakfast. So I get out of work and I go to the restaurant and have breakfast. Then from there, I go to my doctor's appointment. Well, the restaurant wasn't open. I didn't know what time it was going to open because their hours have been all over the place. And I'm not quite sure why. I even sent them a Facebook post. It's like, what are your guys' hours? What are your guys' hours? And they never did respond because me and Kevin went there and we had to wait like 30 minutes past their open time. Even the waitress that pulled up, she's like, she never knows when they're going to open. It all depends on whatever time they show up. That's not a way to run a business. I'm sorry. If opening at 6 o'clock or 6:30, actually, I think they open up at 6:30 is when they're supposed to open. But it's like 7, 7:30. You just never know. Okay, then how about setting your hours opening at 7 or maybe 7:30? But don't have open at 6:30 if you ain't going to open at 6:30. So anyway, I got off my soapbox. Let me get off my soapbox. So while I was at the doctor's, he had let me know. Well, I had let him know, actually. He would have got to it eventually, but I was too proud. I was too proud. So I told him, I said, I think I lost 30 pounds. And he smiled and he goes, oh, yeah? He goes, I would have got there eventually. I said, I knew he was, but I said, I'm just kind of proud. And so he's like, well, let me look. And he goes, yep, you sure did. And so with everything that was transpiring, he's like, he's not worried about it because I'm eating. It's not like I'm not. Yeah, there is times where I go periods without eating, but then there's times where I kind of like make up for it too. And I'm still eating. It's so, it's just, I'm not on a diet. I'm not taking any weight loss medication. It's just, I'm eating normal. I'm eating like a normal person. And I'm not used to that. So I've been up since around 4 o'clock. And I think it's about 7 o'clock now. It's not telling me. And I don't have a clock. But I've not ate since I've been up. And I used to eat as soon as I got up. I mean, I'd eat nonstop. But anyhow, get back to where I was going. So I just don't want you guys to worry. You don't have to worry. Me losing weight is a good thing. because I'm still eating. So there's nothing wrong in that area. And I'm not taking anything, no pills or anything. So he's contributing all of the blood work from earlier this year, everything that's going on. So he's not too worried yet. So I go back in 2 months. To have my blood work redone. And I go see him a month after that. Well, it's probably going to be 2.5 months before I get my blood work, because he just wants it a couple of weeks. He wants me to have my blood work a couple of weeks prior to seeing him. So we'll so we're not doing anything right now, which I'm glad. But we'll just wait and see what a couple of months brings and go from there. And so my feet, as I was letting everybody know, my feet were turning black. So which I didn't understand why, because they're not cold. They don't feel cold, and when you touch them, they're not cold. They don't tingle. They don't hurt. They're just turning black. And so I hated to do it, but I told them, it's like, and I did tell them, it's like, I hate to ask you this because, I just come from work. But I would like you to look at my feet. And he's like, okay. So he's looking. So I was talking to the nurse first, and she's like, is there anything else you want to talk to the doctor about? I said, yeah, I kind of want him to look at my feet because they're turning black. And I said, and I've been scrubbing and scrubbing and scrubbing. So when she walked out, I had took off my shoe and I took off my sock. And then I put my shoe back on. And so when I had asked the doctor if he would look at my feet, he did. So he had me look away so I wasn't watching him. And he's like, let me know if you feel this. And so I didn't see him. I didn't see what he was doing because I was looking away. And he says, did you feel that? And I said, no. And he goes, okay. He's like, because I didn't touch you. And then he touched me again and he says, did you feel that? And I said, yes. He goes, can you tell what I was using? I said, well, it felt like your hand. He goes, yep. And he goes, that's right. And he says, see if you can tell me what this is. And I'm not sure if it was a needle or what, but it was something sharp. And I said, it felt like a needle. And he says, that's correct. He says, your feet don't feel cold. And he says, you can feel. And if they're not hurting, he goes, there's a perfectly good explanation for it. And it's like, okay, what is it? He goes, you broke your blood vessels in the top of your foot. And so he said, that's just from being on your feet. He's like, you're on your feet a lot. Plus I have all this extra weight. So hopefully I can keep losing weight and getting some of the pressure off my feet, and hopefully my feet start going back to normal. I had ordered my candy from Hershey's, and they're not going to ship it out. I wish they would have shipped it out last week. I wish they would have shipped it out on Tuesday or Wednesday of last week, because it was so cool last week. Even this weekend, it's supposed to have been cool. And then it has been cool. But next week, it's all back into the high 80s. Like, oh man, they do ship it in cold packs. So I'm hoping it does not melt. I'm hoping it don't melt. I'm praying it don't melt. Because it's the candy for the countdown boxes. Because 3 weeks. There's 3 weeks left, and these boxes have got to be ready. And we still have 5 days of yarn to wrap. And we still have, well, actually, we have 7 days of yarn to wrap. And we have a couple of gifts to wrap. And with working all this time, so like I was saying, 10 hours of work, it turns into 13 hours for me, because I have to be there early before everybody, and I'm always there later than everybody. Plus, I have an hour drive to work and an hour drive home from work, which, when I get the new vehicle, I'm going the long way every day, back and forth, just to avoid taking back roads. And hopefully lessens the chances of hitting a deer. So I'm hoping, with putting $5,000 down on a new car, I can get one without a horrendous car payment. We'll just have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see what tomorrow brings. And so I had a subscriber put in the comment about she thought she was subscribed to my channel, but realized that she wasn't, so she subscribed. So that happened to me. I had several people that I wasn't getting notified when they put out a video. And it's like, why? So when I started looking, I was unsubscribed to their channel. So I had to go back through and subscribe to their channel all over again. So, and some people that do some can't even talk. So some channels that um, do giveaways, you have to be publicly subscribed to their channel in order to um, accept the giveaway. So that can, if you think that you're subscribed, and you just might want to check, especially if it's a favorite person that you like to watch, because um, that can be a big problem. So I guess it doesn't hurt to look every now and then uh, to just to make sure that double check to make sure that you're subscribed. Not just, for my channel, but for any channel. Because I'm not sure if it's the algorithm or what, but something sure messes up. Because it sure does unsubscribe people. And when you're starting out a channel, you need all the people you can get. I just trying to figure out what project's next. If I do Kevin's scarf, I'm going to have to take it out and redo it. I'm not happy with it. I am not happy with it. So we'll have to redo it. It's a beautiful yarn. It's a sparkle yarn. It's their it's Hirschner's Holiday Sparkle, and I believe the colorway is Frosty. Oh, I was actually able to do 2 skeins of yarn of the 15. So now I am down to 13 skeins. 13. Because I'm coming up to my second knot. And this will be done. And my Aberdeen's order is supposed to be here sometime towards the weekend. I think Thursday it's supposed to be here. So I'll have that to show next weekend. I don't know if I'm working Friday or what this week, but I know it's 10-hour days until further notice. And here comes Sweet Pea. First it was Tippy, now it's Sweet Pea. I think she's just making her nightly rounds. Because she does that, and I don't know why. But she just walks through the house. Because our house is open. So you can go in a circle. And the rooms are separated with walls and doorways. So, but you can go, each room is connected through a doorway. And she'll start out at my chair, go across the couch, go across the chair, come into the dining room, go out into the foyer, go down to the back door, go to the mudroom, come back around, come through, go into the kitchen, go around the kitchen, come back into the dining room, and back into the living room. And she does this several times every day. Every day. It's like her walking track. And right here is my knot. So there's my knot. So that's scheme number 2. Just pulling on my knot just to make sure it's, and this brown color right there, I love that brown. That brown color right there, I love that. That is such a fall color. Such a fall color. I'd like to have lots of yardage in that. But I guess I should call this video, because that's 2 full skeins. So I'm down to 13. How wonderful. I'm excited. I told someone in the comment, it's going to be a bittersweet moment, because I've been working on this so long. I've been working, and it's so beautiful. And it just keeps going, and it keeps going. And there we go. So yeah, it's going to be sad, because this has been an ongoing project from pretty much the channel start to now. But it is what it is. It's time to move on, and start another project, right? And these that I got from Tracy in her box that she sent me from Australia, these are so good. They're orange, so it has this hard orange flavored shell, in which I like. And then on the inside, it's this smooth, pure milk chocolate. So you get the orange and the chocolate together. Oh my gosh, they're so good. So good. And then if you pop one in and crunch it. You got the orange and the chocolate together. Because I love, at Christmas time, I think you can get them throughout the year as well. But they have these chocolate oranges. So it's shaped like an orange. And it's sectioned off like an orange. And you have to smash it. You have to hit it really hard on the flat bottom. And then when you unpeel the foil, you have these little itty bitty orange sections. And they call it the orange. And it's pure chocolate, but it has the orange flavor to it. Oh my gosh. I love those. Anyhow, I love you guys. Thank you for watching. And I'll see you in my next video, okay? Bye, everybody.